Hey there folks, welcome to Dale's workshop. Freddy Fazbear himself and I have something unusual to show you all today. You may know our channel for building real FNAF animatronics and experimenting with them. That's because I'm a huge fan of Five Nights at Freddy's. And after I got the necessary minimum of knowledge and skills, I couldn't help try and bring this franchise into the real world. That's weird when you think about it. Anyway, the animatronics are the main focus of Five Nights at Freddy's, but as we know, Freddy Fazbear's Pizza was never just about the animatronics. There's a whole wonder world of games, decorations, ball pits and all that stuff for children to lose their minds back in the 80s. A very iconic concept in FNAF is its minigames. They have been with the franchise since the very beginning. At first, in FNAF 2, they used to tell us lore. Then, in FNAF 3, we got even more minigames, and some of them were really fun to play. They gave that old arcade feeling, like you're sitting in front of that cabinet, smell pizza, hear the animatronics, perform some jingles, and play the games. And then you choke on pizza that was made last week. And ask by an employee not to talk to your parents about that. Good times. Anyway, I decided to build a playable FNAF arcade cabinet, and that turned out to be more difficult than it sounds. First of all, we developed a simple minigame. Shout out to my assistant who learned how to make this type of games from scratch just for this video. I was a bit inspired by Fruity Maze from Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator, but simplified it a bit and added my own details. The game was going to be a maze with the cupcake hidden somewhere and you playing as Chica and need to find a way to get it. The game has 6 levels and the bonus one. Each next level gives you less time to reach the cupcake and sometimes Chica can face obstacles to prevent her from rescuing her little fella. When the concept was done, we started making the game. We manually drew all the sprites and built the levels pixel by pixel. To program the game's logic, we used RPG Maker. The Great and Terrible Day Shift at Freddy's used the same engine. That's not the only reason we would choose the RPG Maker, we have other reasons, right? We do, yeah. And after several weeks of learning and developing, the minigame was finally complete. It was playable on their normal PC, then we programmed an arcade joystick to make the experience more authentic. Half of the work was already done. Then there was a problem. How do you fit a PC game into an arcade cabinet? You see, I'm an engineer, and the golden rule of engineering, at least in my country, is that if something works, you mustn't touch it. So, we just decided to stuff a regular personal computer into a handcrafted arcade cabinet. As you can see, it turned out not too bad, the game is still playable. Then we only left to decorate the cabinet so it looked more FNAF, and here you have it. Then it turned out I bought too much plywood and wooden bars and that'll be enough for one more arcade cabinet. For the second game we decided to recreate that FNAF 6 ball pit thing. It only needed one button to operate, so here it is. This one was made using Click Team just like the first games, that's our way of staying close to the roots. So here you have it, playable FNAF arcade cabinets for your 100% safe Freddy Fazbear's Pizza joint. See you next time.